A lot of things are going on there that I won't be able to tell you until the year 2025. Had the opportunity over the years to interview, again, people who have worked at the test site at Groom Lake. One gentleman spent 12 of his 30 years in black programs at Groom Lake. When I asked him, I said, first of all, I said, do you believe in UFOs? And he looked at me with a straight face in one-on-one. He said, absolutely, positively, they do exist. I said, can you expand upon that? And he said, no, I can't. About a year later, we were talking about, again, activities at Groom Lake. And I asked him, I said, you know, can you really tell me what's happening out there? And he said, well, there's a lot of things that are going on there that I won't be able to tell you until the year 2025.
2025. 2025. 2025.
But we have things in the Nevada desert that would make George Lucas envious. Another individual who was an NCO, an E9, which is the highest grade you can get as an enlisted man. He's a Chief Master Sergeant in the Air Force. Was a safety specialist. He had 3 different tours of duty at Groom Lake on various programs. Now, he had no connection with my friend who worked on the other black programs. We were talking, I interviewed him at Nellis in 1985, 86 time frame. And I said, what's out there? And again, he looked me straight in the eye and he said, we have things out there that are literally out of this world. I said, explain. He said, I can't. But trust me, so we have things that are better than Star Trek.
As badly as I wanted to make today's video be about the conspiracy theories surrounding the California wildfires, with Dr. Greer's UFO, UAP, orb drone disclosure being less than 72 hours away, there has been a crazy uptick in UAP sightings, orb sightings, drone sightings, and some of this stuff, I don't even know what to make of it. Let's watch.
What the is that?
Yo, that's crazy. That is crazy.
What in the hell?
Oh, they're on a cruise ship. So we're gonna check out multiple angles here from different people that capture this on camera. The explanation as to what this allegedly is honestly doesn't make any sense. It doesn't line up with what we're seeing here. Look at that. Look at that.
What's up? What is that?
Am I the only person who's not really buying this story? Let me show you why. So let's start off with the fact that it was ship 33 that had the issue apparently. Out of all ships, ship 33. In every single angle of the video we have, we see it going with the horizon and not going up and down vertically. All the vertical tapes were people holding their camera the opposite way, like you can see right here. But what if I told you we've been seeing this exact type situation every month for a few months now? Like, for instance, this was the one that happened about 1 month ago, and they deemed it not a meteor shower, and it happened when all the crazy stuff was happening in the northeast United States, if you get what I'm talking about. Further, do you remember this type of stuff always popping up in the sky? Well, after Starlink came out, they claimed that every single one of these was just Starlink, even though it started happening way before Starlink. All over the place. Then we had people coming out saying, oh, there's...
Hold on. Wait a minute, all over the place. This looks like this might be only Alaska, and I've never seen this before.
Then we had people coming out saying, oh, there's whole fleets of interdimensional creatures on the way to Earth. So, I mean, is this really ship 33 going straight with horizon? Oh, it's so fast and gravity will stay up. I doubt it. Plus, keeping the same color the entire time without dimming out. And by the way, did you know that spiritual things make humans act funny? At the same exact time, a few cars drove off the bridge. A few cars off the bridge in Washington, D.C. Again, same time. Not to mention having a full moon 4 days in a row. Look at this from the launch. Do you think that this would make it into space? It's layered up with aluminum foil.
It's funny he mentioned that about the full moon, because I was having a conversation with a friend of mine 2 nights ago. Then I stopped mid-conversation to look up in the sky only to see a full moon. I was like, wait, they didn't tell us nothing about it was gonna be a full moon. Or maybe I just wasn't paying attention or didn't catch the news. But what do y'all think it is? Do y'all think it was indeed what they said in regards to, what was it, ship 33 that had some technical difficulties, some malfunctions that caused these streaks of light to go horizontally across the sky? Comment down below. We just had another clip of this amazing, incredible sighting just came through, literally just came through. And according to the description on this video, this is Starship. This is Starship. I guess they proclaimed that it was taken off into space. And these are the bits of particles that it left behind. Y'all see this mess in the sky above Kazakhstan?
Елена Анатольевна, мы вот сами не можем поверить. Мы пошли погулять.
Almost like a cross. Or X marks the spot 1.
И вот здесь вот такая вот.
What in the world? How is that possible?
And this isn't 4K. Look at this. Okay, I just want you to watch. Watch somewhere here. Look at that. What is that? I'm sorry, I had to put you in the wrong direction. But
It looked like the stars were moving.
it's like tripping me out.
What?
What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Raw footage. And before you say it's a glare, I just went through all of my footage and I have 17 different full clips. And that is the only clip, the only moment that it does that, the only time that it does that, taking off and landing. There is no glare anywhere else. Even here, this is a couple minutes later, and this that you see is me, but there's no glare anywhere else.
You know what I think it is? Aliens! Aliens! That was a cloaking device. I'm sure. That was some sort of cloaking device. The alien made their spaceship look like it was just a part of the sky with stars and everything. But then them stars started moving and gave their position away. Y'all get your Aliens Are Real merchandise available right now on the website, artofkickz.com. Link down below.
Guys, last board on summer.
What in the world?
Guys, last board on summer na green.
What the heck? Bro, that looks dangerous. Never in my 36 years on this planet have I ever seen such a thing. I wouldn't know what to make. It looked like a lime. It looked like somebody just threw a lime up in the sky and it just stayed there. It's huge though. What in the world is this? I feel like if it popped, it wouldn't be healthy for the environment. It just would destroy everyone and everything in its path. What?
Hey friends, so it looks like we could be less than 72 hours away from some sort of mega UFO alien disclosure. This is based on both Ross Cohort and Stephen Greer's bombshell announcements just today. Today's Wednesday. So let's start with Stephen Greer. So today Stephen Greer came out, said that he's announcing that he's beginning a podcast. I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but he said he's beginning this podcast specifically because within 72 hours, he has a whistleblower who's supposed to have some humongous proof, evidence, whatever, and it's going to be so big, it's going to raise all sorts of questions, and it's going to stir up this whole big hornet's nest of activity, and he wants to have a podcast so that he can personally answer all the questions and guide people through this new world that we're entering, okay? So that's exciting. And then on the flip side, Ross Cohort, who is a great journalist, probably the most credible journalist serving in the UFO world, he had a bombshell interview with a new whistleblower, this Green Beret dude who said that he was part of this Black Project's crash retrieval operations, and that he used to retrieve for 10 years downed UFOs and stuff like that, that he actually saw them firsthand experience and has video. And Ross Cohort said he's releasing that video on Saturday. That's within 72 hours. Today's Wednesday. So both of these men, both of them are credible, both of them decided to announce this big thing. Instead of just releasing the stuff, they're announcing that they're going to release it, which gets all these eyeballs. It gets the whole world paying attention. So now these guys, their credibility is on the line, and both these guys are very credible. So they need to really deliver. If not, they're going to take a hit, you know, as far as their personal brand and their credibility goes. So I think that there's something here where they wouldn't be doing this. We're all going to see together because the whole world's watching. So within 72 hours, both Ross Coulthart and Stephen Greer said that they are going to be wheeling out in front of the whole world evidence of some sort of ET something or other. Let's see what happens.
I don't know if you all saw what I saw, but it looks as though Dr. Stephen Greer is going to be releasing that podcast on his own platform, his own website. So I'm gonna go over there to his website, check it out. And I know what you guys are thinking. Y'all probably want me to live stream that whole thing. Well, let me try my best to reach out to Dr. Stephen Greer first. I'm gonna try via social media, Instagram, Twitter, what have you, and see if he will be okay with me doing that. If so, then best believe we're going to live react to that entire disclosure right here on YouTube. Can't wait, looking forward to it. Hopefully we'll be able to do it.
Guys, we got some insane footage coming out of Salt Lake City of a strange UAP that was seen moving around the sky in a weird way, eventually pausing, and they've got a telescope out, zoomed in with their iPhone 15 Pro attached to it, and they caught this. Look at this, right? Unbelievable. It almost resembles the strange phenomena that we saw a little while ago, but there's a giant discussion behind what this could possibly be. I'll put a link in the description below, right? Look at that. It's almost like you're looking at something through water. The way the distortion is. Apparently this thing kind of hovered around for a little while and then disappeared. Unbelievable. Beautiful coloration. I mean, there's a lot of theories going around between a lens distortion, between looking at a star through a telescope, and it kind of gives this strange warped effect. A lot of people saying this is Sirius, a lot of people saying this is an angel, a drone, but the description alone from OP that described this object moving prior and then kind of holding face, like we've seen with multiple UAP sightings, and then it eventually started moving again very slowly and then vanished. Kind of throws a few question marks up in my head. I don't know. You guys check the link out below, have a little read in the discussion, and kind of let me know your thoughts. But I thought this was incredible either way, and a very beautiful sighting. Unbelievable coloration.
I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again. If I don't see the cameras zooming in and out, showing surrounding area of any of these potential orbs or UAPs spotted in the sky, I'm not gonna fully trust it. I'm gonna take the information with a grain of salt, because all I saw was what we saw through the lens of that camera. Again, taking this information with a grain of salt, but as always, providing the information to you all so that you can accumulate your own thoughts and ideas around what it is that we just saw. And please leave those thoughts down below. This next video was sent in to me by a viewer of mine. She emailed it to me. Her husband captured this picture one day when he was at work back in 2022, and she's been sitting on this footage ever since, and they have been sitting on it. Let's watch.
Do you see what that is? But look, you see how they moving? Bruh. Yo, what the fuck? Look, they moving around. Bruh, that's what the hell? They flying, bruh. Okay, definitely.
Things are called unidentified flying objects for a reason. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're paranormal, but it does mean that they're just that, unidentified. They're flying and they're objects. I don't know what to make of this video here. Could be some UAPs, could be some orbs, could be some drones, could be a light show, could be some sort of artistic performance in the sky. But one thing that I always find to be interesting is that the people that are watching, that are viewing, that are there to see the stuff with their own two eyes, typically have a better idea of what it is that they're seeing versus us. So when we hear them say, "What is that? I don't know what that is. I can't make it out." It's because it's just that they too don't know what it is that they're viewing. Now, the human eye does a better job of picking up stuff than these cameras do from what we've seen from just about every video that we've ever watched, unless it's a super high definition camera. But the eyes do a better job. Even though the eyes can't zoom in, the eyes typically do a better job of seeing something in the sky, because usually people can identify if it's an actual plane or a helicopter or something of that sort. Texas has been getting a whole lot of activity in their skies as of lately. Let's watch.
See that?
Yeah.
Possible orb sighting.
See that one blinking over there?
Oh, at the bottom?
Yeah, it disappears.
I see.
Those are not planes. They're like kind of...
They have this video titled as possible orb sightings. They don't believe these things are drones from what it is that they can see. It's a possibility that they're drones, but it's clear as day to them and hell to me that they're definitely not airplanes. If anything, I would put off that they're possibly drones or maybe even orbs. But with the blinking lights that I'm seeing come from these things, not to say that orbs don't do that or can't do that, but I feel like if anything, they might be drones with blinking lights. Oh, wow. Hold on. That's a whole triangle. All right. The way this looks, it doesn't look like 3 individual lights. It looks like 3 lights that are a part of something bigger. Because the way the movement is, it looks like they're attached to something. All right, now we got a possible drone sighting in New Jersey a couple of days ago. Now, this looks like drones. To me, this absolutely looks like drones, and it looks like drones in formation. What are these drones doing? What are they up to? Probably like most of these other clips that we have seen today, probably doing some sort of reconnaissance, some sort of surveillance, but we still don't know what that is and why. I know one thing, whatever's about to go down, our government probably don't want us to know too much. So getting rid of TikTok right before this stuff goes down is a big part of their scheme, allegedly. Another drone sighting over Jersey. Look at this thing, man. If I was in an airplane and I looked out the window and saw that, I would trip out. That thing just hovering there. And it's so high in the sky. Like, what kind of drones they got that can go this high in the sky? I don't know. I know our Air Force have drones that are capable of some amazing feats. I mean, they literally are just simply unmanned aircrafts that they may use to pursue some potential dangerous missions. Now, those drones more than likely are capable of flying really high, but these drones and the purposes that they're used for, what are the purposes for these other drones that we're seeing appearing if they're not the same sort of drones? Still bothers me the fact that at one point they didn't know where these drones were coming from, nor did they know where these drones were landing. But yet in recent times we're being told that these drones are being sent up for reconnaissance purposes, but we don't know what those purposes are exactly. Possible orb sighting in Littleton, Colorado. Got 4 of them just hovering there. Come on, get that focus right. Get that focus right. There we go. Look at that.
Que porra é essa, compadre?
Brazil. Look at that. Bruh, these things are seen all around the world. Doesn't seem like there's too much commentary, so I can bring you guys back to me. All right, they're alleging that this isn't an airplane. I mean, with the camera quality this bad, wait, there's another light that just broke off of this thing. I've never seen an airplane do that before, and it's going further and further away. Oh man, look, now I really don't know what to make of this. Something I've been thinking about recently is with all these different orb sightings seen across the world, if they are all coming from one source, are they doing this without regulation? Are they doing this without permission? Or could it be possible that all the world leaders are coming together and allowing this stuff to happen because they know something that we don't know? All right, possible orb sightings, Philadelphia near the airport, January 11th of 2025. Now, I would think that if this is orb sightings near the airport, that this would be a flight risk, right? And who's recording this with a freaking potato 99 in the year 2025? What kind of camera quality you got? Unless you're fully zoomed in. But look at those things just hovering there. Look like they're slowly starting to move away from each other, but the video ends there.
That's weird. Yeah, this thing is.
That's not a drone, dude.
We walked out and you see him. We're like, I'm like, what is it?
Hey, look at the orb that's surrounded, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And on top, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The fact that they're able to see this thing differently than we are. We don't see what he sees. From his account, it's one object surrounding another. And from what we see, it's just a bright light in the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's UFO, bro. You see how I move, it moves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. He's probably flying it.
Hey, come closer, dude.
It's coming closer.
Back to Brazil with another possible UAP sighting. This is January the 6th of 2025. This is some boo-boo quality camera footage. I tell you that. Whoa, hold on. Look how this thing is moving, though. Oh, my goodness. I hate that. This camera quality is so bad. I can barely make out what that was. Excuse me. I had a little hiccup there. What in the world is this? We've seen people fly civilian drones where they can put like this shell around it to make it appear to be one thing when really it's another. For the last video that I have for you all this evening, this came out of California. Check this out.
There is a drone posted in the sky right there.
That's crazy.
I don't know what is going on here.
Just sitting there.
This is crazy.
That thing is just sitting in the sky perfectly still. And what kind of shape is this? It looked like a battery or something, man. What in the world is that? And what's keeping it in the sky? How come I don't see any propellers? I mean, I get that this is captured at night and the camera quality isn't the greatest. The low light quality isn't the greatest. But at the same time, it almost looks as though we could be potentially viewing this thing from underneath it. But I don't think that's the case. It almost looks more so if this thing is sitting straight up in the air, perfectly still, and massive in size. Anyway, y'all leave y'all thoughts, comments, and opinions down below, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. See ya. YouTube said that you guys might enjoy one of these two videos. Click to find out if that's true.